you guys to my journey of turning this RV into my home. Excuse the way that I look. I have already been working today, so I am turning this Freedom Express camper, if you can see that, Freedom Express, into a home for me and my children. As you can see, it's in a bit of disrepair. I am fixing that. It is real hot. I'm in Texas, so I have my AC going, and that's my cool off spot. This place was kind of filthy. My kitchen area was covered in grease. I don't have running water, so I'm currently using just a bucket of hot water and dish soap to clean everything, to give it like a good scrub up deep clean. That's just from this. That is my third bucket today. All I have cleaned today, mind you, is this area. Well, this area. Kitchen sink, kitchen counter, and then this. I tackled this last. I'm gonna have to get a new bucket of water because I can't put grease on every other surface. I have big plans. I have big plans for this place. I'm actually remodeling quite a bit of it. I don't know if you can tell, but the floor is actually soft. And it's not soft spots like under the floor. It's not from a leak or anything. It's just from wear and tear on the flooring. The flooring itself is soft. So I do need to replace the flooring. These I'm covering. I don't like the way that those look. I'm gonna cover them probably with contact paper, fabric, whatever I find that's cuter. I don't know yet. I'm gonna give you guys a little tour here. Looking at now is the quote-unquote door to the boys' room. Open that. That will be gone. I'm getting rid of that. These are their beds. This will be the little one's bed. This will be the big one's bed, of course. I'm probably going to build a rail because my oldest does roll, and it's quite a ways down, so we're probably going to build a rail here. And by we, I mean me and my parents. They're helping me here. Baby's bed here. There were another set of bunk beds. I actually bought this camper from my neighbors, or am buying rather, this camper from my neighbors. They already removed this, which is great because they put a clothing rack up. I can put my kids' clothes up there and then like make this into kind of a toy chest, toy space. Not underneath, on top. Underneath is, let me get a hold of it, machinery and such, so we definitely don't want toys in there. They've got this little storage closet back here, so their clothes, one side. I'll do something up here, I'm sure, another little storage thing. Put their little shoes down there. They don't have a whole bunch of shoes. This is, when you turn around, this is what it looks like. It is definitely a bit of a fixer-upper. I have cleaned my bathroom. I did that yesterday. So we do have almost a normal looking toilet, but it is still an RV toilet. I need to clean it again. We have a bathtub, which is nice. I was really hoping for a bathtub, little skylight above. I'll probably like frost that again or something to make sure that it doesn't get too hot in here. Got a shower and a bathtub. This is our little sink area, medicine cabinet. Hello. Medicine cabinet. Pretty big. So there's that. I will probably back that with some fabric or contact paper. Definitely redoing the countertops in contact paper. I will be getting tub and tile paint to paint this bathtub, and to paint my kitchen sink. So yeah, it's a little small, but we can manage. It's just me and two boys, so I think we got this. I'm also going to use that tub and tile paint, excuse my grease rag here, on this because it is a bit stained and just kind of grimy and chipped up. So we'll go through that process together. This is going to be our dining area. So we don't currently have a table. I'm going to need to get or build one. I'm not sure which I'm doing yet, but I am going to reupholster these cushions to make them more of a cute vibe that I like. I'm also possibly going to paint the walls. All of this brown, I do not like the brown aesthetic that most RV campers come with. So this is my first time ever doing this. This is new to me. That's garbage, ignore. This arm of this couch is broken, so I'm going to build something or put something here, sort of a shelf or something, to just hold it up. I'm doing it the cheapest way possible. Again, covering these. It's got quite a bit of storage here. And then, of course, storage underneath a lot of different things. Whoops. This is a storage thing here. And I believe there's one here as well. Yep, storage under there. This will be my kitchen pantry. I'm gonna need to replace the knobs here. Kitchen pantry. Again, decently large, which I love. And then up here, big space, extends on back. I will probably have to replace my refrigerator. Let me see if it's cooling yet. Oh, maybe a bit. I don't know, but all the pieces are outside right now because I need to wash them. There is running water outside. I just don't have it to my camper currently. Will be replacing that microwave. It doesn't even have a turntable plate. These cabinets are pretty big. I might put another shelf in there because I don't like to just stack everything up. So I will probably do that. And then down here, lots of storage, extends pretty far back. I've got 3 of those. Again, gonna have to replace the knobs, which I probably will do anyway because I like the way they, or I don't like the way they look rather. So that is my silverware drawer. I just can't get it open. Everything was so greasy. This has been cleaned, but is still greasy, so I need to do it again. This is gonna be my little entertainment center. There's already a TV mount, so I'm just gonna mount the TV that I already have in my house up there. Got storage here as well. 4 little cabinets. These I think have shelves. Yes, they do have shelves, which is super nice. This one does not, but that's perfectly fine. This is my abode here. Replacing that mattress with the one that I already have. Hello again, love the mirrors. Some storage space up here. I kind of love that it's like, what do you call it, convex right there. Kind of like that. It's just kind of cute to me. I don't know. These little guys, let me see if I can turn a light on, shed some light on the situation here. Okay. They come with little hanger spots. I love that. So, I'm not sure what I will do. I might remove this to give me even more storage because it does extend back into there, but it'll be really hard to get anything out. So, we're gonna figure that out. This is a second entrance to my bedroom, so here's this, but it's got very little space here. So in order for a second person to get in, we've got a second door. However, I'm going to close off this door permanently because it's hard to open and close, and I'm perfectly fine having one door. This will give me, maybe put a mirror here, maybe some decorations. I'm not sure yet, but that was my mom's idea, and I thought it was pretty genius. I do not like these little valance, whatever, boxes, so those are gonna come down all over. I will probably get rid of the majority of these little burlap blinds. I'm going to paint things brighter and lighter colors to make it look bigger because it is a small space. If this gives you any idea of how small the space is, I'm 5 feet tall. Maybe 5'1" on a good day. Oh, ow, goodness, see? There's that. Maybe 5'1" on a good day. Here's my bathroom door. Here's my dining room table, or my dining room bench. It's small, but it's just me and 2 small children. So, it'll do. I'm mad at it because of all the cleaning I'm having to do. It's not fun. But it is because I'm like, oh yay, I'm getting my own home, you know, and So I am pretty excited about that. Come along with me on the journey if you want to. These are my best friends right now. This is what's getting the grease off everything. And the kind of terrible smell out of here. It's just musty. It's not awful. Just smells like your grandma's attic or something. Alrighty. Now, this part. Walls, cabinets, all of that. Here we go. I'm in a very awkward spot right now. I don't want to stand on this because it's not very stable. I'm just using it to kind of stabilize my feet so I don't tumble. I'm very clumsy. I think I just barked. Ooh, my shoes are sticking to the counter. Disgusting. Hear that? That's from the counter. And I've already cleaned it once. My fridge is working! Woohoo! Awesome. You're sitting inside my sink right now. I just learned that my refrigerator is working, so I better go catch it. That wasn't the joke. It's fine though. I did mention that I'm in Texas. I did not mention it's June, so I'm hot. I'm only drinking this because it partially froze. It's really cold, but I do have water. Nobody panic. It's fine. Speaking of my refrigerator, before thinking about moving into an RV, I did not know that refrigerators could run on gas. Mine has an option. You can run it on electricity or gas, which is nice if you're actually moving it, but I'm not. I'm going to be hooked up to an electricity source, and so it only makes sense for me to run it on electricity because I want to use gas as little as possible. My water heater will run on gas and my stove. Hopefully that's all. Right now, I don't even need to think about a heater. Look right here, you can see it's on. So this is electricity, this is gas. So that's pretty interesting. And if you look, you can see that it's like kind of wet in there. See? Whoop. That means it's working. That saves me a lot of money having to replace a refrigerator. Woo, girl. I don't have any kind of like fancy camera setup, so I'm using my phone, and what you're set on right now is essentially this. You're inside it, but over there. So I'm gonna be cleaning these out now. From the inside of the cabinets, can you see the mark? It's disgusting. One set of cabinets and a back wall. That's what. Excuse you. Yeah. Stay. You. If you're here to see things done properly, I'm so sorry. But if you're here to see everything done well enough, this is your place. These are your people. By these, I mean me. This, for those of you who are like me and like to be satisfied by the filth that comes off, that is just from the front of the refrigerator, stove, underneath, and the front faces of these cabinets right here. Now, with some fresh hot water, I'm going to be starting on the fridge, since it's working, and the insides of these bottom cabinets. running out of steam for the day, but I've only got the kitchen area clean. I started at about 11. It's 2:45. I don't know math very well, but that's like 4 hours or more. What else can I do that doesn't take a ton of energy today? Honestly, I think the hard parts are done. I think everything else is just kind of wiping everything down. So, gotta clean the windows, wipe off surfaces, and wipe out cabinets. I want to finish this today. I really do. Maybe I should eat. Maybe I'll fuel myself by eating. I'll take a break and eat. Alright. Had a little homemade crab salad for lunch. Little boost of caffeine and electrolytes. Got a little more energy to me. I've decided that in order to have this whole section completely done, I'm just going to go ahead and clean this window. I don't know if I can reach the outside. I doubt it, like I showed you earlier. 5 feet tall. This guy. Game plan. This window. See? Filthy. Okay. This window. And then back here. That's a window screen. I don't actually know where it goes. Gonna clean this off, clean it out. Whoops. And then clean this out and then wipe the floor so that this is actually completely clean. And then from there, I'm gonna come this way, clean this out. And then I'll wipe this section of the floor. And then from there, I'll come this way. I'll do this part, wipe all this out. Oh wait, no. This part and then this part. And then I'll get started in here. Okay. I got all of that done. This window, those cabinets, the boys' room, the pantry area. What else did I say I was gonna do? Oh, the floors. I might save that until I'm fully done. I don't feel like doing that today. I really don't. What I'm going to do instead is now this, because what I didn't tell y'all is I'm cleaning the walls as I clean these spaces. As I clean these spaces, I'm cleaning the walls around them, behind, inside them. So I'm not just going and wiping out the cabinet real quick. No, I'm like scrubbing everything out. I want a full, fresh start, especially when we're painting over this stuff, wallpapering over. I don't want texture. I don't want bumps. Gross. I don't want that. So instead of just wiping stuff out, I'm actually going it like it is, I think, going on 4:30 now. I really want to finish this today. I really do. The time is 5:45 p.m. Again, I started at 11 a.m. But that is the house all clean. Tomorrow we'll be cleaning the pieces and parts of the stovetop and the refrigerator. So it'll probably be a short day for me, which is great. In case you guys are wondering, I can take a shower. I'm not a dirty, filthy little gremlin. Today, anyway. I have an outdoor shower, outdoor toilet here, so I don't have running water in my camper, but I have running water. It's on the property, it's just not in the house. I did get all of my fridge parts clean. Now I'm cleaning this part of my stovetop. This is the last part I have to do. What, buddy? Ooh, it's hot. There's grease all over it, so I gotta... Woo! Ooh, that's hot. This water gets like scalding, which is good to break down this grease. Because cold water just won't do it. Ooh, this is easier with my gloves on. Hold on. Nope, wrong glove. Struggling. Ooh wee. Hot, 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 hot. Okay. Yeah, that's easier with my glove on. It's like so hot you can't touch it. And then this is hot because it's been sitting in the sun too. Whoop! Dropped it on my foot. I cleaned most of it earlier. I just have some little spots that are still greasy I gotta break down. I was on TikTok Live for the first time earlier. It was weird. I went live and washed all my fridge parts and was attempting to wash this, but I ran out of hot water. We have a teeny tiny water heater. Hey, you can go back behind the clouds. That's cool. Love that. Do it again. I don't want a grease bar, so I'm trying to get all the grease off of here. But I pretty much got it all. Here in a minute, me and the kiddos are gonna go swimming. Cause it's all. think I got it. That'll do, pig. So here I am adding a voiceover instead of the sound that was here because we had the radio playing and it was playing obviously copyrighted music and I'm not getting all that happening. But what I'm doing here is doing my final step of the cleaning process, which was mopping the walls so that I can start the whole painting process situation once I get the supplies. And I was having a little tiny dance party with my baby. I'm so glad the cleaning process is over. I cannot wait to start the design and making it my own process.